Okay, it seems to be working. Just gotta check the stream here. Alright, Game Cooker US Rocks VR here, playing Hunter Primal. Alright, Game Cooker US Rocks VR here, playing Hunter Primal. Yeah, the server's open, so feel free to hop in anytime you want. I'm not playing on my normal computer, so I got a little bit smaller screen. It's a little harder for me to see. You know, my eyesight's not the greatest. I mean, I'm wearing glasses, of course, but these are not really, I need to get them adjusted because they're not really good for, they made it so that I can see really far away, which is fine, I guess, when I'm driving, but we're looking at pretty scenery, but when I'm looking at stuff like 6 feet and closer, it's out of focus, so they gotta do something about that. They gotta give me some closer vision. So I'll make do with what I have and the eyesight that I have. What do you want? I told you guys to be quiet. Shut the door. Get dressed, sit down. Sorry about that. I know that's pretty loud, probably. Kids just came in from playing. I told them to take a shower and they can sit and watch their programs. Oh, what a beautiful view, huh? I don't even know what my screenshot thing is. I guess it's that. I haven't been over here in a while. It's funny because I was just on here, right? And it was morning. And I couldn't connect to the internet, or I couldn't get my camera to come on in the NVIDIA software. And OBS on this computer too, it's like I can't connect to the game. I don't know what's going on with it. So I was nice morning, and now I gotta start out at nighttime again. I'd much rather play in the daytime, not because I'm scared, but just because, you know, everything looks better instead of the ugly, dreary gray that nighttime brings. Where is this thing? That looks like somebody came on. Find out where he is. What happened? He's not showing. What's up, Mitch? How you doing? I'm gonna go out here. Oh, what am I doing? What happened? Oh, wrong one. Can't see. Be right back. Sorry about that. I think everything's good and I'm not going to get interrupted, and what happens? Look at this, there's Utah up here. That's very funny. I mean, I know that they usually come here. I didn't know that they started out here. That's interesting. Okay, there's more. Apparently. Sounds like there might be more than one. I mean, he could be making all that noise, I guess. I hate when it only does that. Reloads. Look, there's another one. What? That's unusual. Two groups, huh? I was gonna head over to the weather station. I don't know if you can hear me. Mitch. It's always weird the way this camera sees me. Like it's like reversed. I don't know, whatever. Pick up some rocks. I think I heard something else. Must always be ready. Got another one? Wow. Crates all over the place. Okay, going to kill the Rex, I guess. I don't know how long I'm going to be on, but you certainly can. Anybody can hop on whenever they want. What's up, Bull Rex? If that's your name. I can't really read. I don't know why it's so like... my screen is so bright. Yeah. Well, I kind of had to do a lot of stuff around the house yesterday, and I am, my head's going a little bit, because, you know, I have migraines I get, and, my body's aching. Not used to this keyboard. Like I said, I'm not at my main computer right now. Thanks, Blue Rex. Yeah, I just need about a day recovery, I guess. Let my head calm down. It's just when I do like a lot of physical activity. I mean, I'm very, hyperactive physical person, but ever since I started getting these migraines 8 years ago, I couldn't. 8 or 10 years ago now, I don't know. It's been a long time. Can't do as much like heavy physical stuff. I mean, I do it, but I suffer for it. Can't really put a hold on life, Alrighty, where did I hear that wreck? Where did it trike? See if I can call out this trike. There it is. Bling! Boy, this computer over here is going nutsy. I gotta fix it, I think. I don't know if it has enough water in it or something. It's the water cooling. If you're gonna water cool your computer, it pays to buy a a larger one that's high quality, I mean, this one's not low quality, but it is running it's running a 7820X, so I think I got this overclocked to like, I don't know, what is it? I think 4.7 maybe. Which is high for a 7820X. How many gigabytes the game takes? Well, I can check, maybe. Am I able to get into my library? Yeah, they won't let you really get into the game this way, so I can't check my library. Are you kidding me? I didn't put in my password. It's freaking great. Yeah, I don't think it tells you on the store. Well, I think when you initially download it, it says something like 8. But it might be like 15 altogether, but I don't know for sure. It's not terribly big. I mean, it's definitely under 20 gigs, I know that. I don't even think it's above 15. I think it's like about 8 or 10, something like that. I can't get into my library right now. I don't want to crash the computer, you know. Alright, Mitch. I don't know if you're listening, Mitch, or not. Yeah, anybody who wants to play co-op games, you know, it doesn't matter what kind. You know, whether it's one of the, like, you know, zombie games, Dead Island, series. I'm not really that good at Left 4 Dead, probably, but I never really played it yet. I mean, that one's a little different because I guess you gotta really manage your team or something. Dead Island's more of just like a straight, you know, shoot 'em and whack 'em kind of game. You know, Serious Sam games is fine because I want to play that in VR so I can play with desktop people. So definitely any of the Serious Sam games. Payday 2, if you're willing to command the AI people, because I'm not really good at doing that. Happy to play with you guys, stream it. I'll be happy to stream it. I like Hunter Call of the Wild, where you just hit the middle wheel and you can bring your scope back, you know? Yeah, there really isn't much to this game except for just, you know, foliage and rocks. You know, I mean, if you want to call the mountains terrain, I mean, there is the terrain, but it's not really like, you know, high poly or anything like that. I mean, it looks nice for its age, but it shouldn't. I'm surprised it takes up as much space as it does, but I guess, you know, it's got the server capability, and then you gotta have the AI and all that junk. And there is quite a lot of, like, stuff, depending on how you set your graphics. I mean, you got all these rocks and a bunch of trees and then foliage in the forest. So it is taxing on the graphics card, especially in the swamp. If you got a laptop, poof, that'll make it really hard for you to play, unless you have like a discrete graphics. Hey, Brothers of Destruction, what's up? You got a thunderstorm? Is that what you're saying? Or you're talking about earlier in the game? We had a warm, clear day today. That was nice. After 2 cold days. 2 cold days? 3 cold days. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday were kind of chilly. Yesterday was okay, and then today was like 80, so I'll take it. Come on now. Where's everybody? Should be a bird around here somewhere. Unless Mitch killed it. So how's everything going with you, brothers? I know here it's very frustrating for a lot of us because you have these people out there protesting things that should not really be protested. You know, the media is making everything out to be backwards. And they're not spreading the right information. And then you have all these, like, quote-unquote protests going on that end up turning into riots a lot of times because the local government doesn't want to do anything about it. Ah, do that. 6 days? Yeah, it's been pretty hot there, huh? I can imagine. Yeah, it's autumn here now, so, you know, the temperature will gradually get cooler and cooler. Where you guys are, it's never cold, is it? You're probably like my wife's country. She's from Southeast Asia. And it's always hot where she is. It's never goes below, like, well, where she's from, it never goes below like 85, you know. It's like 85 to 95 like all year. Now if you go south, where, you know, in her place, like way south, where the mountain, a lot of high mountains are, it's a little cooler at nighttime, but for the most part it's hot in the whole country. Yeah, I know, I remember you told me that. That's why I said it's always hot down there. You're in the tropics. Maybe even near the, how far are you from the equator? Like 1,000 miles? 800 miles? I feel like I keep hearing something. Right. Yeah. Yep. I know where it is. I mean, you know, vaguely. Yep. I hear something. I gotta go see if I can get him back. Yeah, well, it's a pretty active season down there this year, right? I mean, I know you had a dry spell, but there's been some tropical waves coming through. We've been getting some hurricanes this year, or whatever, tropical stuff, which is not unusual. It happens. It's not climate change. I hate when they keep blaming everything on climate change. Like, you know, if there's a thunderstorm, it's climate change. If there's forest fires, it's climate change. If there's a hurricane, it's climate change. If there's a flood, it's climate change. If I fall down on the ground, it must be climate change. Pretty stupid. Tired of hearing about climate change. Yes, the climate might be changing, like it always does, like it always has been. You know, it's funny, like scientists like to minimize everything, right? But when it's like the human body is not that advanced, and, you know, we just evolved from sludge, and, you know, the Earth is insignificant in the universe, we're just a dot, a speck of dust, you know, so forth and so on. We just happen to get lucky to be here just far enough from the sun. We're no different than the animals. But when it suits them, right, when it suits them, all of a sudden, little old tiny teeny weeny human beings can modify the entire planet Earth. Like, really? Like, okay. Sorry. We are not that significant. We're significant to God, but we're not significant, you know, according to, like, you know, the size of the Earth, you know? We ain't gonna be able to change the climate of the Earth, trust me. You know, and everybody knows that we have a recycling system. You know, we have the nitrogen cycle, the water cycle, and the CO2 cycle. And we have the weather cycle, you know, whatever you want to say. You know, there's a whole bunch of different cycles, right? And each one of those cycles is a means to filter out things from the atmosphere and keep equilibrium. That's the reason why we have You know, that's the whole reason we have storms, right? Because things are out of equilibrium. So the thunderstorm, right, gathers energy, it uses that energy, and then it dissipates once it's finished. It dissipates the energy. It's transferring energy. That's what it's doing. And in the process, it's filtering out the pollutants. It's, you know, driving the nitrogen cycle, right? Because every time you have lightning strikes, it puts nitrogen in the soil. And then you have the CO2 cycle, you know, which CO2 will dissolves in the water, you know, and then that, like, then when you have the sediments, it dissolves into the rock, and then when you have dead material, it gets broken down by bacteria, you know, vegetation. The plants take in the CO2, it makes the leaves. That's the CO2 is trapped in there now. You know, of course it uses the CO2 for making sugars and stuff like that. But, you know, you get my point. So we are not going to disrupt what nature has been doing for thousands of years, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't want to die, huh? Goodness. Die already. You know, I'm not even like a weather meteorologist, you know, or anything. I mean, but this was basic stuff that we learned in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was growing up. This is just basic. This was basic knowledge that we learned. You didn't have to go to college to learn about the nitrogen cycle and the water cycle and the, you know, CO2 cycle and the, you know, all the other ecological things that go on. You know, we didn't learn everything, but we learned pretty much all the major ones. But now they want to ignore all that and just say, oh, climate change, we're changing the climate. The whole earth is going to, you know, get disrupted and hot, and people are going to die because they're too stupid to adapt. Because that's what they're implying. You and I are too dumb to adapt. Because that's basically what they're saying. The politicians are saying, oh, you need us to survive. You have to give us all the power, you know, and we're going to take care of you. It always comes down to that, doesn't it? Socialism, communism. It always comes down to that. No matter what their argument is now, it always comes down to socialism. Everything leads to socialism. The racism thing, the climate change thing, you know, the patriarchal thing, you know, every argument they have, it funnels all down to the solution is socialism. Yeah, thunderstorms are pretty cool. I like watching them. I haven't really seen a good one lately. I mean, I live in a wooded area, so it's kind of hard to see the lightning, so I have to drive somewhere to go to like look across a field or something, you know, to really get a good, nice view. We don't live far from the beach, but I'm not going to drive to the beach. Yeah, man, you're right about that. Jesus is coming soon. Read a book called The Great Controversy by Ellen G. White. And don't be afraid to read it. Don't listen to anything that people say on Google or anything. Read The Great Controversy. You want to know exactly how the world's going to end? That book tells you. It's all based on the Bible, so there's nothing to worry about there. So, it starts from when Jesus left to actually, it goes actually further than Jesus' coming. It goes to all the way to when New Jerusalem comes down, and the wicked are destroyed. It goes all the way to that part, to when the new heavens and new earth are formed. Very, very good read. I don't think you'll be able to put it down. It'll be hard to put it down once you start reading. I mean, in the beginning, you might be wondering, like, why is she talking about, the destruction of Jerusalem or whatever. But, it all makes sense and ties in. Hey, Miracle Maker. What's up? Why did I hide your message? You cursing me out? Oh, that's why, because you typed gibberish. That's funny. No, the microchip is not the mark of the beast, brother. It is not. The mark of the beast is the opposite of the seal of God. You know what the seal of God is? See, Satan always has a counterfeit, right? Whatever God says, Satan has a counterfeit. Like, for instance, in Genesis it says, "And God breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul." Right? So God formed man, right? He made the body, and then he breathed in the breath of life, and man became a living soul, right? So body plus the breath equal a soul. Okay? But Satan says that no, we each have a soul within us. So in other words, we have another us within us, right? Which we predominantly, when we grew up, we all heard about, our spirit, right? Our soul flies off somewhere when we die. But that's not what the Bible teaches. That's a counterfeit. That's from pagan religion. Okay? Now I'm not going to go into a whole theological thing. That's why I said read the Great Controversy, and you will know exactly how the end happens, like what happens in the end. You'll know everything, and it'll be accurate and true, and you'll know what to look for. So, the mark of the beast is not a microchip. The Bible says, don't take the mark in your forehead or in your hand. Okay? Now, what does the hand represent in the Bible? This is what you have to look at. You got to look at... Oh, it's just microchips they've been talking about. It's for identification and all that crap. The mind chip too they've been talking about. But they're not going to force you to take that anyway. I mean, they can't. Well, they can't here. Don't get caught up on the marks, the physical marks, and the physical chips. Right? Don't get caught up on a tattoo, a stamp, a chip. That's not the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is the opposite of the seal of God. Okay? It's the counterfeit. So it's an identifying mark. That's what it is. It's an identifying mark. It identifies something. Right? The seal of God, okay, identifies who your creator is, right? When you were created, or what he created, who your creator is, and by what authority. That's what the seal of God shows. So the mark of the beast is the opposite of that. It represents false worship and whatever, Satan, if that's what you want to say. Okay, the false gods. So, what was the identifying mark of every pagan religion? Like, how did the Jews know that somebody was worshiping pagan gods? And don't say idols, although, that is a giveaway, but it was more than that. Who did the pagans predominantly worship? The sun god. Okay? In every single pagan religion, the sun is always worshipped as like one of the main gods, if not the god. Okay? So going from that, right? What day did the pagans worship on? The first day of the week, which today we call Sunday. And I know that people hearing this are going to be like, what are you talking about? The seal of God is the Sabbath, okay? Because the Sabbath commandment identifies who your Creator is, what they created, and by what authority they created it. Okay? That's the seal of God, the Sabbath, the seventh-day Sabbath. So the opposite of the seventh-day Sabbath would be the first day, right? Which would be Sunday. Which is, funny thing, it's the opposite side of the week, right? Whereas the Sabbath represented God finishing creation and us celebrating Him as Creator, the first day of the week celebrates the sun god, who is the false god. So the mark of the beast is Sunday. A lot of people get freaked out when I say that, because they're like, well, what are you talking about? Most Christians worship on Sunday. That's true. But that's only because the Catholic Church did that. And where did all the Protestant churches come from? They came out of the Catholic Church. So that was the one thing that they did not give up when they were protesting, was Sunday worship, which was instituted by the papacy. It was not instituted by God. It was not instituted by the Bible. It was instituted strictly by the authority of the church, which they don't have any authority above God, but of course the Catholic Church claims that they do, when in fact they don't. Am I going to play DAO? Well, I don't know. Probably not, because I can't get the streaming software to work on my... I mean, I will again eventually, but not tonight. I have to get the streaming software to work. It's not working with the game anymore, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if the driver's updated or what. Right, I don't disagree with you, brothers. I mean, you don't have to take a vaccine, you don't have to take a chip. Obviously, I'm not saying you have to do that. But that's not the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is Sunday. The Sabbath is the seventh day. So, that is what it is. So, you have to decide whether you're going to follow the mark of the beast or you're going to follow the true God, who is Jesus Christ. Just read The Great Controversy, please. Read it in your own language if you want. I mean, I don't know if your native language is English. What is it, French? I have an I have a PlayStation 3, but I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna play it on that. I'll get it working eventually. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I will play it on this. I'll download it on this computer. It's just that it took me a long time to put those mods in. How did they get me? The mods are not easy to install. And I really don't want to spend 2 hours doing that again. So, I will definitely get it working again. Even if I have to buy another streaming software, I don't know. I don't have money, but I'll figure something out. Well, what happened was I don't know, OBS I think did an update and then Nvidia did an update. So what happened was when OBS updated, it I'm not going to say it broke it, but it made it so that I can't stream, so it won't recognize like some of the games now. And then Nvidia on my other computer is totally broken. After I did the driver update, I don't know why. Like it's working on this computer, but so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if maybe it's a Windows thing, if you know, because I updated Windows as well. So it's always hard to figure out what the problem is, you know. Like it's weird. Like I couldn't stream Primal on OBS on this computer. But on that computer, I can stream OBS. I can stream Primal, right? But on that other computer, I couldn't stream Dragon Age. So it was like, okay, that's really weird. And now on this one, I can't stream Primal. So it's like reverse. I don't understand. So I might just have to. I may just have to. I don't know. I don't want to change the settings because I got everything perfect. I might just have to go through the wizard again, you know, and then just manually change the settings, or maybe uninstall it, reinstall it. I don't know. I hate that when that happens because it's so disruptive to the streaming, you know, because I can't do anything. I can't stream. That's why I'm here on this computer. I don't want to be on this computer, but if I want to stream, I don't have a choice. Alright, where am I going here? Oh, wow, I'm going the wrong way. So tomorrow I'll see if I can stream it. I don't know if you're still here. It looks like somebody left. I'll try to get it working tomorrow if I can. If I can, you know, make the time. I might even work on it after I play this, just to go out there and see if I can get it working again. Yeah, it's a shame that they have to like constantly update these applications. You know, all because of stupid hackers, you know. You know, like, don't hackers understand that they just ruin their own experience by doing that? You know, it's like, I mean, obviously I understand criminals do it to steal your information, but still, it's like, man. I always was thinking why they couldn't, like why couldn't they have you know, a hardware attachment that you can put in your motherboard, or maybe if there was an onboard chip or something, and like when you installed software, right, it like installed on that piece of hardware or that chip, and the installation itself can't be modified, right? So that a hacker can't go in there and change it. Like, you know, you flip a switch and you can't write to it. You know what I'm saying? So the hacker can't do anything because you manually switched it so that it can't be changed, you know? And then maybe they can access like the data that you're just writing on your hard drive while you're using the app. You know, this way, you know, they can't ruin stuff. Like, I don't know why they haven't thought up something like that. I mean, I'm no engineer. If I was, or a programmer, I'd probably try to mess around with that. But, you know, I would pay the extra money so that I don't have to do any stupid updates. I heard a lady in court. Oh, what's this now? I'm sorry. I didn't see what you wrote there. I don't know why my laptop is not dark, like, for some reason. Let me read that real quick for you. I heard a lady in court died who legalized abortions and stuff. I heard my sister's. A lady in court? Oh, Ruth Ginsburg, or whatever her name was. No, she didn't legalize abortions. Well, okay. She didn't legalize abortions, or she didn't vote to legalize abortions while she was on the Supreme Court. I believe she might have been one of the people who was one of the ladies who took the case to the Supreme Court when they did the Roe versus Wade. But I could be wrong about that. But anyway, what a lot of people don't realize is when they did Roe versus Wade, it was all done dishonestly. Like the case that they presented to the judges, who were, by the way, you know, I heard the left say that, oh, by the way, all the judges who legalized, said that abortion should be legal, were all men. Like, they want to try to, like, you know, I don't know why they do that, like, to get people to, like, I don't know, like that's an argument against us or something. Like, just a stupid argument, really. Because first of all, they were progressive judges, as far as I can remember. You know, the progressive judges are the ones that did the ruling. So I think we had more progressive judges on the Supreme Court at the time. Plus, when they took the case to court, the facts that they presented in the case, which were supposed to be accurate statistics and science, were false and misleading. And the two ladies that they took to court to get the testimony from, later on, both were against abortion. And they said that they were pressured So it wasn't even done, honestly. So the whole case was just crap. And, you know, we all know who brought it before the court, progressives, right? And who was affected most by it? Poor people and black people. Yes, there are some rich people that get abortions, I'm sure. Whatever, normal, regular people. But the majority of the people who get abortions are people who are drug addicts, teenagers, poor people, and black people. I mean, I think out of the 62 million people that 62 million people, okay, because let's call them what they are, right? Babies are people, right? You're a person. You started out as a baby, didn't you? Out of the 62 million, which are probably more now, over 20 million of those babies that were killed were black. So you tell me who they were really targeting with the whole abortion thing. Now you might say, well, that's only 1/3 of 60,000. Right, but how many black people are in the United States? You know what I'm saying? Like they're like what? I don't know what their percentage is, but I think white people make up like 68% of the population. You know what I'm saying? And black people probably make up about 18% maybe. So you're talking about 20 million out of 18% of the population. That's pretty crazy. Yes, you are people. You're a person. And you started out as a baby in the womb. So, I mean, you were a person from conception. So, people that try to argue that there's nothing inherently wrong with abortion is basically saying it's okay to kill people. So don't tell me that you love me or that you're fighting for humanity with climate change and all this other crap when you're okay with killing people. You know, that's the funny thing about progressives. They want to argue on this side, oh, you're going to kill millions of people if you don't lock down and wear your masks. You know, oh, you're going to kill millions of people if you don't accept climate change and we do something about it soon, and we have to implement socialism to solve the problem. Oh, but if you don't do that, you're going to kill so many people. But they're okay with killing 62 million Americans, babies. I mean, like, hello. I mean, is that like, that's like hypocritical, being a hypocrite of the highest order. You know what I'm saying? That's not being slight hypocrite, that is being the highest hypocrite you can possibly be. You know? And abortion, and then they say it's health care. Like, how does that work? I think if you look up the word health and you look up the word care, killing a baby won't fall into either one of those categories. Right? Because health care means what? Caring for your health. So when you're killing a baby, how is that caring for the baby's health? You know? Yes, they're going to say, well, we're not talking about the baby, we're talking about the mother. Well, so the mother is more important than the kid? Again, this is again something that they're contradicting, because progressives will be quick to take your kids away from you if you do anything wrong, right? But it's okay if you get pregnant and you say you don't want your kid, it's okay to scramble them like an egg. Put them in the blender. Like, really? Like, again, being a hypocrite of the highest order. You know, so this is why the left is just, they don't make any sense. And anybody who has any kind of sense in their head would run away from the Democrat Party, because they're getting taken over by these radicals, and it's only going to get worse. And the only thing that we have to defend our country is our vote. Come on, die. You have a macaroni and cheese? That sounds good. I heard a Rex a little while ago. Yeah, where am I right now? Confused. Okay. I don't know which way it went, nor why it walked away. I think it was over there, but I don't want to go that way right now. I'm going to head over here. So I guess I got on a little too early, huh? Everybody usually wants to get on later. But I won't be staying on forever. Maybe another hour. I'll see if anybody else gets on. Or at least kill a few more wrecks. So I'm not going to ask you really too much personal information or anything, but miracle worker, what forgive me if you already told me. I apologize. My brain, you know, with the migraines, I just don't retain some information. What time zone do you live in? I don't want to know where you live or anything, but just curious. Like it's 7:07 p.m. here. Ooh. You heard me. Shall I use the bow? I only got 3. That's it. Wow. Well, I have some rocks to throw. But he's pretty close. He's going to see me. So I don't want to shoot him because he's going to come up top. I want to wait for him to walk away a little bit, and then I'm going to throw a rock. There we go. Ooh, I got him twice. I think I hit him in the heart 2 times. I was going to shoot him with the arrow, I forgot already. Hey Akbar, what's up, man? Okay, so you're 3 hours behind, so you're like on the west coast, I guess? There you go, and he ran away. Don't run. One more next shot. There we go. Kill the vertebrae. I guess? What do you mean? West Coast? Is that what you're talking about? Well, I don't know. You're 3 hours behind me. That's all I know. So that usually means west. I'm on the east coast of the United States, so 3 hours would be Pacific time, I guess. I was only asking in case, you wanted to, play any co-op games at some point. Because I'm trying to get people to play some co-op with me so I can stream, Of course, that's if you're allowed to. I'm not pressuring you or anything. I don't want to. Don't always listen to your parents. Or your sister, sorry. Do what your sister says. Akbar! He's still there? No, he's gone. Oh my god. Oh boy. Where is it? Oh, no, are you kidding me? Come on, drop me on a hill. On a hill. On a hill. No, he's going way up. Oh, I made it. Yee! I survived. That's awesome. Yeehaw! I feel like a cowboy. What game? Oh, wait, who's people are leaving, coming and going? No, I'm not talking about co-op on this game. Akbar, I want to play co-op with you, dude. Wait, what is going on here? It says 2 people watching, but then I got 2 people talking to me. Anyway, I thought I counted as a third, as a person. Yeah, I want to play some Payday 2 or Serious Sam or whatever. Dead Island. I don't know what else is co-op. I mean, plenty of co-op games. I survived the bird fall. Come on, bird. You ain't gonna get me a second time. Yeah, I think it would have to be PC. Because I can't stream. I don't have a streaming, I don't have my console set up for streaming. Like I said, I don't really make any money on my channel here. it'd be nice if I did. Then I could start upgrading and putting out some good quality content. Hire a producer, you know, just one more person to work with me. And we can do some fun stuff. I originally wanted to set up a 24-hour gaming channel. You know, that never, 24-hour gaming, but, you know, it never culminated into anything. Because I don't have, my family support and other kind of help. Yeah, I wanted to do like a 12 hours of VR gaming straight, and then 12 hours of PC gaming. And then for that, I would have done competitive, like some competitive gaming. I would have probably split up, 6 hours of competitive and then 6 hours of like co-op PC, and then 12 hours of VR. Well, it's not really the subs, it's just I have enough subs to make, revenue. It's just, people don't really enjoy most people don't want to see this kind of like gameplay situation. They want to see, 10-minute clips or somebody acting, crazy, So that's usually what people like to see. And me, I'm just like gameplay, I mean, I would have actually been going pretty strong, but with my migraine situation, it took me a long time to get that under control, and I had gotten away from, gaming and streaming. So things kind of died off because I was actually going pretty strong with the VR stuff, and then, it also comes down to you guys have to like the video, you have to share the video. If people don't know about my channel, they're not going to find it, because YouTube is not going to recommend my channel unless somebody specifically looks for a game that I'm playing, or looks for me personally. So, or or specifically types in long gameplay video or something like that. So, what happened? Man, what happened? Something happened. Something went beep. No, I can't email them. They're not going to do anything. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Something happened. Something went beep. No, I can't email them. They're not going to do it. That's funny. Probably because I did a lot of videos. I guess if you do a ton of videos, people will find you too. Like when I do the Hunter Primal videos, when I do the tags, I put in hunting sim or hunting simulator, dinosaur games, so if people are looking for like very specific things, they might find me, But again, when somebody's looking up Skyrim and they find my video that's 7 hours long, they're probably not going to stick around. And they probably aren't going to sub me, Some people do. Like the diehard Skyrim fans. Like you guys were kind of coming, and I was getting some views that way. Especially since I put the mods in, people like that kind of stuff. I mean, this game I'm just playing because I'm just not feeling very well today, and then... Where is it? So this just kind of fills my time just to get the stress off. So the Democrats want to steal the election. Man, they just won't quit, will they? I mean, it's funny how the media was saying over the years that Republicans were always cheating, and they weren't. Yeah, you had some minor incidences here and there, that only involved, a minor amount of votes. But there is no way possible that Trump should lose this election. I mean, I just don't see how it's statistically possible. And I don't think that COVID is really enough to swing people's vote. Anybody with any sense in their head would know that COVID-19 is not, and I probably shouldn't have said it because they're going to scam my video, is not that deadly. I mean, yes, it's reported that so many people have died from it, but the actual amount that's died from actual COVID is like 11,000. It may be up to 12 now, I don't know. But it's not 200,000. 200,000 just means that people had other sicknesses and illnesses, or they were already on their way out when the doctors thought they might have COVID. So that's called comorbidity. That's cool. It's called Venturian Tail. That's an interesting name. I'll have to look at that. Yeah, I wish I started YouTube way back when. I don't know. I just didn't think. I thought YouTube was special for special people or something. I didn't realize that anybody could just get on and do whatever they wanted. I thought it was more specific. I mean, I could have been doing gaming videos and reviews a long time ago. I mean, I played Diablo 2 back in the day for hundreds if not thousands of hours. I mean, so many different games. I mean, World of Warcraft, I don't know where that guy went. So I could have actually, had a channel for, at least 10 years by now. Probably longer. And I would have started my channel, when I was single. So I would have had a lot more, time to do things, and build up my channel to something that was more structured than just, less generic, I guess you could say. But I didn't get in on that bandwagon. And then I was making some headway with the VR stuff which I still want to do just because I love VR. I mean, VR is great. There's no better way to play games than in VR. I mean, it's just that good. It's that immersive. Like Skyrim was so satisfying when I started playing it in VR. To literally be able to like swing my own sword with my hand, you know, and like jump backwards with my body. I mean, that's just... I can't even believe that we can do it. I mean, I never thought I would see that in my lifetime. And you know, I've been hearing about VR for quite some time. So my next big thing that I would like to get is... Well, there's two things that I would like to get. I would like to get another... I would like to build another computer with a new processor and a new video card. That's my next wish. I want to get the RTX 3090 or whatever the best thing is out, you know, whenever I build my computer. I don't think that NVIDIA... I mean, I don't know if you know much about hardware, but... No, I'm not going to get a PS5. There's no real reason for me to get one. I mean, my PC is more powerful than the PS5. I mean, it may have quicker loading times, but I mean, that loading times don't mean more powerful, you know what I'm saying? That just means your games start up faster. But the hardware in the PS5 is definitely not more powerful than my computer, my main computer. And I would maybe consider it if they would add Steam to their thing, but they would never do that because they want to make money on their own store, you know? So, see, that's the big problem with the PlayStation. They're too exclusive, you know? Because I don't want to give up Steam. Steam is my platform. You know, everybody always says, "Oh, Steam, what do you need? What's so big deal about Steam?" Well, it's like, I mean, it's been my platform, like, for, I don't know, since Half-Life 2 came out. You know, so why, I mean, and it works well for me, so why would I change? Like, I don't need to have another platform with a bunch of games on it. You know? I mean, I do have Origin, and I do have, what's the other one? Ubisoft, the Ubi launcher thing. But I don't really want them. I regret getting the games on those. I regret it. And the only reason I got it was to get some more co-op games because, you know, all last year they refused to sell games on Steam again, like the newer ones. So I was stuck. So I was really pissed about that. Now, like, they let you buy games on there again. So that even made me more angry. Well, they did say that they're gonna allow the games to be sold, at least for now. Like some games, you know, like some games they might like sell on every platform, and then some games they won't. You know what I mean? So personally, what I think is gonna happen is PlayStation. Like they're gonna be able to sell the old games on PlayStation, I would think, since they were already on there, right? Or they're just gonna say, well, we're taking them off the store, so buy them now while you can. Kind of like what they do on Steam occasionally when they say, oh, we're taking a game off Steam, you know. But if you still, you know, if you bought the game on Steam, you'll always be able to play it on Steam. But I think it's a good move by Microsoft, to be honest with you. I mean, it was smart for them. Yeah, it requires you to have the Origin launcher, but you still have the game on Steam. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you have. That was kind of dumb. I don't know why they did that. And that was the reason why I had Origin to begin with. Was I bought a game from EA, and then I had to download the Origins thing, which I was like, well, why did I buy it on Steam then? So that was the reason why I had it. But see, I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't like them forcing you to have another launcher. I mean, I don't think it's necessary. So I have too many launchers now. I got Blizzard, Arc, Steam, Origin, Ubi, and then I gotta have Funcom. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. You have too many launchers. It's so stupid. Guild Wars 2 has their own launcher. You know, I don't like that. So that's why I want most of my games to just be on Steam. Because, you know, I'm tired of having like so many launchers to have to open up or keep loading up when my computer turns on. Very annoying. Why won't it open? I got Sims 4 for free from EA. They gave it out for free for, I guess, a short while. So I didn't even have to pay for it. You just have to pay for like the DLC packs and stuff. I hear Rex. There it is over there. Go over here on this hill. It shouldn't be able to get me. Cross my fingers, right? Oh, what did I do? Oh. That sucks. Well. Oh well, it crashed. I guess that's it then. Well, anyway, thanks for stopping by. Um, I'll go. I'll try to see if I can get the game or Dragon Age able to go through the streaming software again. So, anyway, everybody, take care. Love you all. Miracle, nice talking to you. Thanks for stopping by again. Tell Hagadu I said hi. Alright, I'm gonna go.